Hello Gundam fans, welcome to another model kit review video. This is going to be the Real Grade Astray red frame. And there it is right there. I'm not going to do any fancy posing with it because there's a lot of issues. This is another one of those hand grenades of a kit. More like a ticking time bomb, because the reason I'm not going to show anything is because the more I pose it, the more I find it just wants to shatter into pieces. So that's as good as you're going to get from me. I'll do a nice little 360 for you at least. Maybe not the best. Yeah, my camera not wanting. Yes. That's the Real Grade Astray. Anyway, in this video here, I'm going to be reviewing the kit. I'm going to explain why this sword is not completely pushed down. And, yeah, so hopefully this assists you with your next Gunpla purchase. Let's go ahead and get into the actual review of the kit, where I'm reviewing what's in the box and all that stuff. So let's go. Alright, and this is everything that comes in the box of the Red Astray. So, starting off, again, we have our manual. Shouldn't need too much introduction, because I do want to definitely show this every video, just so you get an idea. You got your stickers, which this kit is completely stickered out, so there's only maybe a couple little odd ones that I didn't really feel like putting on. Next, we have a wide assortment of hands, and these are very unique hands because they're actually colored. So red hands with white bats. So much easier to find whenever I'm looking through all my junk of extra accessories and stuff. So you got your shitty Real Grade hands, which those are different in a way. They're so shitty. I am not giving this credit for anything other than it's neat in some ways. So you have these hands. They have a white top of the finger with red middle and then red on that. So they try to give it some type of unique flair. Still different. You can just. Next we have these type of hands right here for holding the beam sabers. There's two of them, one for right and left. Also for holding the sword, because there is the sword. And then we have a gun holding hand. And then we have one open palm hand here. This one only came with one. And then on the shield here, we have just the shield. Good luck trying to keep this on him, because it doesn't want to stick. So it's white. It's not even bothering. Beam sabers. And then, of course, we have the kit itself, which comes with the sword. The thing that you're probably buying this kit for, because the sword looked cool. I don't know. Now, when it comes to this sword right here, I'm going to pop it off its hip. And it broke again. I was going to mention that. So where'd it go? So I did want to mention that before it actually happened, but this piece right here is made of very... I'll figure out how to get it out in a minute, but it's a shiny silver piece. I will get it out and fix it again. And whenever they coat a lot of these kits, they have a tendency to break on the shinier coats. So that's what happened there. It snapped off whenever I was trying to pull it out of the hilt one day just to get it on. It kind of just doesn't like it, but that's why it's on my shelf in the hilt. It doesn't do anything else. So, alright, let's get into the kit, and I'm going to do a explosion warning because this kit is a hand grenade. So, we're going to get to the articulation of the feet. Feet go up and down. So far, not the explosion part. Side to side. We're going to get that knee bend, which like I said, I don't touch this kit enough, so it's stiff. Yep, that's as good as we're going to get on that knee bend. Explosion warning. Here we go. Oh. It's starting. If this video doesn't continue, you know what happened. I might have, blown up my apartment. So yeah, these little hip pieces, ooh, they're not supposed to come out. The legs will come off the socket, so again, explosion warning. So they can go up and down pretty freely. These pieces do move a little bit on the hips, just to kind of give it more of an effect. It's a pretty kit, don't get me wrong, but it sucks everywhere else. The ab crunch there. This back piece, oh, explosion. There, and we'll go to the hands, because the least amount of time I get to handle this kit, the happier I am. So, ball joints. Nice little elbow. T-pose, because there is extra articulation due to that right in there. I am so scared where I'm holding it right now. That piece is broken almost twice now. The shoulders move around here so you can definitely get it spun around. It just, like I said, I don't touch this kit enough, so it's very, very stiff in some spots, and with it being a hand grenade, I expect things to blow up at any second. So we got the head. It doesn't really spin too well, so not much on that. Back. Gosh. It's tight where it wants to be and tight where it doesn't want to be. So yeah, these were the beam sabers for it. They would go right back here. As you can tell, they really don't like to stay. So that's going to be everything for the Red Astray frame. I'm scared to touch it more, so I'm going to leave it at that and leave you guys to decide on what you want to do with it for your future purchase. So, yeah. Alright, and that's going to be the end of this review right here for the Red Astray. Again, just going to hold it. I'm not doing any other motions, just holding it here. So, let's go into the rating system. So, posability articulation is going to literally be a 1 out of 10. You pose this thing, you move this thing, it's going to break. Something's just going to shatter on it. Appearance on the shelf, it is a real grade, and just in my hand, this is why it's still here. It's a 9 out of 10. Fantastic looking kit. Just all the other issues outweigh the fantastic part. Now, the buildability of this kit, it's a 3 out of 10. I had to glue several things, hold several things with other glues, and literally, this is about 90% glue. And durability and playability of this kit, as stated with the posability and articulation of this kit, there's no play, there's no durability. This kit right here, if it were to fall off my shelf, I think I would just have to buy a new one. Like, there's no anything. So I'm going to have to give that another 1 out of 10. This kit right here happens to be the worst to second worst real grade. Maybe even, it's in the top 3 right now for me for worst real grade. So if you're going to buy one and you have to have an Astray, don't buy an Astray, because all the Astrays for the real grade line literally will follow this design with some minor alterations to how some of the armor is placed, added grenade cannons, things like that. Now, there is one Astray that I will recommend, and I will get to that, and that's going to be on, it's going to be number 24, which is the Matsumina framed one, I believe is how you say it. I will get the full pronunciation whenever I get there, but that one, if you're going to buy an Astray, grab that one. I will do that review, and then you can actually see why I'm going to mention that in that review. But as a whole, this Astray, for some reason, the legs are solid, the hips fall apart right there. I think a lot of the real grades, because that inner frame does that. So, and then of course the arms are solid. The issue is a lot of these plates, the back piece, this piece right here feels like it's gonna shatter at any moment, literally, as I'm holding it. I don't even know why I moved that. The sword broke literally at the hilt, and I've glued it 3 times just to at least keep it, you know, in this pose. So I just have a feeling the more you play with this, the more it's gonna just completely break. Or if it falls, it fell one time off my shelf, but it fell onto a pillow, which saved its life. But for the most part, top 3 worst real grades instantly right here. So anyway, though, that's going to be the end of this review right here. Hopefully this assisted you with your Gunpla purchase. If you really need an Astray, grab that Matsumina, I believe. I will get the pronunciation later. But grab it's the black one. It's number 24 in the real grade line, if you really want to know a number. Grab that one. For some reason, that one did a lot better. I don't know what the difference was, but it just did better. So that's going to be it for me on this one. If you're liking the videos and you want to continue watching, please slash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next.